I'm here to teach a seminar to support these Alzheimer's Foundation. They're raising money to fight Alzheimer's or to cure Alzheimer's. And it's a very worthy cause, great people. Stephen Barbiera, the instructor that invited me, has many different masters here. And any students that take the seminars are going to learn a lot of information.
I just filmed a seminar with you in LA a few weeks ago. I'm almost finished editing it. There's not too much editing to do. It was a great seminar. It was kickboxing. So today, are you teaching kickboxing again, or are you doing more self-defense?
It'll be kickboxing, basically. Yeah. I mean, I have said to you before, Debbie, that I prefer the self-defense, but I think in this instance that I watched some of the other instructors. I think some of the information I give today will be more not useful, but it's what the students want. I'd rather not teach today what the dragon wants, which is just pure self-defense, eye gouging, biting. I'm actually going to teach them how to develop power in their punches and kicks and how to block punches and kicks. So it's going to be a little bit more practical in that sense and not so much the direct self-defense.
Okay. In one of our prior interviews, you mentioned one of your favorite films that you've done was Lion Strike.
Yes, it was.
So I went out and got the DVD.
Oh.
And of course, I watched it about 3 times.
Did you see Jonathan at
He's
5 years old?
absolutely
And
adorable.
He did a great job. He never acted before, never took an acting lessons, and he was natural.
Adorable. And he just turned 27.
Yes, he did, this week.
So here's this cute little 5-year-old about yay tall, and he's now 6'4".
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
So time flies, time flies.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, I would have to say, of the movies I've seen that you've done, that's probably one of my favorites.
Well, first of all, I'm up in the snow in the mountains. That's kind of unusual. When do you see martial artists in the snow fighting?
This is true.
Not often. And it's based on a real thing. It's called the Global Mafia. Basically, the idea for that movie came, myself and Chris Penn, Sean Penn's younger brother, was my best friend. We were flying back from Chicago. And I opened up Time Magazine or Newsweek, one of the magazines, and it said Global Mafia. And I said, what, Global Mafia? What's that? And it was the mob, Italian mob, was smuggling nuclear, it was after the fall of the Soviet Union, nuclear technology out of the Soviet Union and selling it on the black market.
Wow.
And so I developed, that's a true article from Time Magazine. And I made a movie about that.
Fantastic. So what have you got coming up? I know that Martial Arts Kid is about to be released, and we're coming down for the premiere, Burbank Film Festival. You just finished one in the Philippines with Mark Dacascos.
Yep, that's in post-production right now. It's called Showdown in Manila. Mark Dacascos, Olivier Gruner, Tia Carrere, Casper Van Dien, Matthias Hughes. I don't want to forget anybody. It's a big cast. It's like an Expendables kind of a cast. Very, very popular martial art actors are in it. A very big number of them. And then I'm working on right now, this week I've been filming Enter the Fist. And that's with Jean-Claude Van Damme's daughter is in the movie, which is a little trivia. But Sean Stone, Oliver Stone's son, is the writer, and he's the lead, actually. I am a Kung Fu, Panther Fu, they call it, instructor. I want to get my character right, yes. Let me see if I can get my name right. My name is Duck Suck Song. Got to be careful how you say it. I could change the rating of the interview. That's the name of the character. But it's a comedy, and I don't get asked to do comedies. I was so happy to do it, and I had a lot of fun. I did my scene with Ernie Reyes Jr.
Oh, okay.
Ty Mock.
How is he?
Oh, he's doing good. His health is good, and as long as he does his treatments, he's opted, I think, not to do a transplant right now.
Okay.
I don't know the exact reasons, but no, he was very healthy, and he looked like he was doing well. And he was in my scene, and Ty Mock, if you remember Ty Mock, the actor.
It's not coming to what was he in? That might jog my memory.
Well, let me get the name of it right. The Last Dragon.
Okay.
Last Dragon. But anyway, it's got a great cast, and it'll be funny.
Good. I saw James lose 18 Fingers of Death. In fact,
Oh yeah.
I went down to the Martial Arts History Museum in Burbank to see that. We just missed each other. It's funny how we've crossed paths but didn't meet until we met at James Liu's house. That was actually the first time I met James Liu.
Oh, okay.
Was at the Martial Arts History Museum, and you and Mark were both there for the 4 o'clock showing, and I wasn't there until the 6 o'clock showing.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember seeing Mark there, though.
Yeah, there was a really good picture taken of all three of you, which I hope to use in some of my shows.
Well, I hope you put it on Facebook so I could steal it.
I will do that. I will do that. So, okay, so you're getting ready to go teach your seminar, so I will let you go. But next time I see you, we're going to have another lengthy interview.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, thanks.
I hope the people aren't too bored listening to me.
Never. All right, thanks, Don.
Now we're John the Dragon Wilson. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, I'm a Kung Fu style. This is the style of Kung Fu. I studied Pylon Kung Fu, and this is the Pylon Kung Fu outfit. But I don't teach Pylon Kung Fu. Everybody has their own traditional style, and I don't try to convert people to Pylon Kung Fu. I teach seminars. What I teach is kickboxing techniques that will improve you as a martial artist. Now, I'm going to teach you the dragon's way, not the right or the wrong way. The first thing you need to do is this. Every time you see yourself, it's going to be good. If you see two shoulders, you're too open. This is the target striking area. What you want to do is this. Watch what happens when I just do this. I've already protected myself. Instead of this being all open, I take the target, I turn it here. Now it's here. And you take it right. You take the target away from your opponent. When you fight, if you tense a muscle, you're fighting two people. You're fighting yourself and your opponent. Because when you tense a muscle, you lose energy. How do your hands go? These hands, this right here is your shield. If you don't believe it, just put your hands back here like this. What's that feel like? Totally defensive. But if I do this, Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman. He went up against the ropes. He had 3 ropes right here, and he went like this. It's called going in your shell. And the hardest puncher in the history of boxing getting here. Because his chin was down, it's here. So if you keep your V is for victory, L is for loser, I is for idiot. The hands are protecting the chin. If I'm talking and somebody comes next to me and does this, on my chin, I'm asleep. 28 years of kickboxing, right out the door, I'm out like anybody. And we're all human. If you get tapped on the chin, like this, you go to sleep. Okay? So remember, the elbows are not out like this. They're here for a purpose. That purpose is to protect your ribs, your body. If you study these techniques and you work on them and you train, you'll be a martial artist. The power of a punch does not come from the arm muscles. Otherwise, we have curl bars right here. We'd all be doing curls this afternoon. It has nothing to do with the arms. No, the bicep is, this is what you gotta watch out for. This is what's coming to hit you. So you stay away from that. Doesn't matter what this looks like. Right? The power you guys are going to generate today with these punches have no relation to your biceps, not your shoulders, nothing. It's going to be your body weight. You're going to learn to shift your body weight. And you're going to be able to knock people out with no telegraphing, no energy loss. Bruce Lee said it in Enter the Dragon, never take your eye off your opponent. At the point of contact, you exhale. Now here's the theory behind this. We all as fighters have to learn how to breathe properly. Because I've seen amateur fighters who are they're running 6 miles a day, they're great, they're 18 years old, they're in great shape. Bell rings, 2 minutes later they're like this. There's no way you can do that much energy, spend that much energy in 2 minutes. What they're doing is this. They're fighting underwater. Now if you go underwater and you start punching and kicking, you'll be tired about 35 seconds, 45 minutes. You'd be huffing and puffing, you'd be drinking that cool water. What's happening is they're not controlling your breathing. And the best way I can say it, the way I learned, the way everybody is being taught, has been taught for hundreds of years, you exhale at the point of contact. Benny Akita says you look at the center of the person. I look at their eyes. So everybody's got their own style. You guys are going to have your own. I like to look at their eyes because when I see their eyes look a little stunned, I finish them off. I don't do a seminar without talking about this. People ask me, well, what are you going to teach this to us? What is a seminar? And I said, well, I'm going to teach what I wish somebody would have taught me because it would have made me a better fighter. So I'm going to teach it to you so you don't have to fight, 24 years, 28 years to learn this. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Nothing I'm teaching is theory. I either used it myself successfully, somebody used the technique against me successfully, or I watched some fighter use it successfully. That's all I'm going to teach you. I'm not going to teach you some theory that I think might be the way you can punch a kick. When you throw a kick, for that second, when you throw the kick, you're on one foot. At that moment, you're very vulnerable. Everybody stay on one foot. Do you feel like you can throw a great punch? No, do you think you can take a great punch? But that's why you're ready to come right just when that kick gets launched. Because there are fighters that built their careers out of timing the other opponent. When the guy was getting ready to throw his kick, he stepped in and hit him on the chin. And the one fight that I lost, although I have 5 losses on my record, 72, 5-2. Those other 4, I'm sorry. It's a sport, but they're not awesome. I don't feel like the guy beat me. But the one guy that beat me, he beat me in the middle of the kick. I was throwing a punch, or throwing a kick, he threw a punch and hit me right on the chin. I was on one foot. And I remember my thoughts. It was called a tune-up bout. The fighter, I'll go tell this little story, sit down for a minute. The fighter would be, I'm not calling the worst fighter. He has the worst record of anybody I faced. That's the one fighter that beat me. Flat out. No question about it. His record was 9 wins, 6 losses. I was the #1 contender. Bill Walsh was getting ready to retire. I was going to fight on ESPN. The fight was on ESPN. That helped me. A few million people see me get knocked out. And the next fight was going to be on network TV for the title. So they got a guy with a 9-6 record. That's called a tune-up bout. I was the #1 contender. Knocked out about 25 guys right in a row. I was on my way to win the title. So the bell rings the first round. And I'm moving around, I'm looking at it, and I can see it. It's like when you used to watch Tyson fight. Everybody's scared before you do one punch. The guy's just all intimidated. And I'm thinking, this kick is going to look good on ESPN. That's what I was thinking. It was the last thought I had. And my hands were spread out. There was no thought of defense whatsoever. I was throwing a back-legged roundhouse kick, and he ducked his head and threw a right hand at the exact same time. That right hand hit me right on the chin. I went down to the ground so hard. Now, those days, you see this right here? If your face hits this, it won't start bleeding. We fought on canvas. It was canvas. It was kind of a rough, gravelly canvas, too. It was a boxing ring. They didn't make them for kickboxing. Remember, we're talking 1979. Kickboxing only been around for 5 years, so it was a canvas that boxers used with shoes on it. But my head hit it so hard. I was out so bad that I got up, there's blood in my eye. And I looked at the referee, and I go, he headbutted me! And just a lesson for any professional fighter. When you get stunned, keep your mouth shut. Because no matter what comes out of it, it ain't going to be good for you. Where he didn't even count. He just looked at it. If you can hit the right hand and thought your head better, he knew I didn't know what was going on. But here's what happens now. That Marsh record now is 10 wins, 6 losses. Real nice guy too, from New Orleans, Louisiana. He goes, Mr. Wilson, thank you for letting me have a shot at you. He goes, I'll give you a rematch for the end of the year, but I want some tune-up bouts. I said, Glenn, I'd appreciate that because he was the U.S. champion now. He fought for my U.S. title, and he won. Knocked me out in the first round. So I said, yeah, we'll fight later on this year. So now Glenn McMorris goes out and fights 3 fights. He gets knocked out 3 times in a row. Now he retires with a 10-win, a 9-loss record. But no matter what I do for the rest of my life, he can say, oh, Don Wilson, knocked him out the first round. That every time you kick, you're vulnerable. Every time. Exhale, right. Remember what we said about punching? Same thing. Exhale. Shut the throat breathing.
Alright, just to be fair, because it's hard to dig through this, I'm going to throw them up in the air.
Oh.
Try and catch one.
Am I going to
catch 2, just drop them just until you get one. Ready?
Wait, now, let me see what it is I'm catching. Oh, darn, this is going to be hard. I mean, they're little bitty little.
Okay, it's a roundhouse with your toe. No.
I don't know. Okay, we're going to see what happens. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Okay, you got one. Okay, that was a fair draw, right? Could agree that. Could not agree that. Let's put that on your mind.
It's going to have his name on it.
Yeah. So they all.
James.
Ridella?
See, I told you I was going to pick it for you.
Thank you. Good. He's going to